Introduction and Background to the Crusades. Page 1. The Prelude to the Crusades. The Crusades, a series of religious and military campaigns, spanned several centuries and left an indelible mark on the history of both Europe and the Middle East. These campaigns were rooted in a complex web of religious fervor, political intrigue, and economic ambition. The immediate cause of the First Crusade, launched at the close of the 11th century, was the call by Pope Urban II at the Council of Clermont in 1095. He urged the knights of Christendom to aid their Byzantine Christian brethren in the East and to reclaim the Holy Land from Muslim control. This call to arms was not merely a response to Byzantine appeals for help against the Seljuk Turks, who had made significant inroads into Byzantine territory, but also a reaction to broader socio-political dynamics within Europe itself. The feudal system had resulted in a fragmented European landscape, where surplus warrior nobility driven by a quest for land, glory, and piety became prime candidates for such a campaign. The promise of spiritual salvation, absolution of sins for those who took up the cross, added a potent religious incentive to the martial and territorial motivations. Page 2. Ideological and religious underpinnings. The ideological underpinning of the Crusades was deeply intertwined with the concept of Christian holy war, a notion that had been evolving in response to the Islamic conquests and the Reconquista in Spain. The Crusades were framed as a penitential exercise, a pilgrimage with the added element of armed struggle, which was seen as a service to God and Christendom. Theological justifications provided by church leaders painted the Crusades as a divine mandate to reclaim sacred territories and defend the Christian faith. This period also saw the rise of a new piety in Western Europe, characterized by a more personal and emotional connection to the sacred, particularly the Holy Land and the life of Christ. The liberation of Jerusalem and other biblical sites was not only a matter of religious duty, but also a deeply resonant emotional and spiritual goal for many participants. This fervor was further fueled by widespread dissemination of the crusading ideal through sermons, songs, and literature, which glorified crusader valor and martyrdom. Page 3. The First Crusade and its Aftermath. The First Crusade, 1096-1099, was a watershed event that set the tone for the subsequent crusading endeavors. It was marked by remarkable successes, such as the capture of Jerusalem in 1099, and by stark brutality reflecting the complex and often contradictory nature of the crusading movement. The establishment of the Crusader States, including the Kingdom of Jerusalem in the Levant, was a testament to the Crusaders' military achievements and their immediate impact on the region. However, these early successes belied the fragile nature of the Crusader States and the ongoing need for support from Europe to sustain them. This requirement for reinforcements and resources led to the calling of subsequent crusades, each with its own objectives, challenges, and outcomes. The initial unity of purpose seen in the First Crusade gave way to a more fragmented and diverse crusading movement, encompassing not only military campaigns to the Holy Land, but also endeavors in the Iberian Peninsula, the Baltic region, and even internal crusades against heretics and political enemies within Europe. This first part of the narrative has laid the groundwork for understanding the origins, motivations, and initial outcomes of the Crusades, setting the stage for a deeper exploration of their subsequent phases and broader implications in the following sections.